Hi everyone, I'm Joe Santa Cruz. Welcome back to our Career Connection series. Today, we're furthering the conversations on internships with two more guests. Our first guest is Mari Schilling. Mari is a college and university relations manager for the Washington Center, where she's responsible for working with institutions across the U.S. to make the Washington Center programs possible for all students. Mari is a Washington Center alum who after college worked at various institutions and nonprofit organizations in the US and abroad. Mari, good to see you. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes to have a conversation with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Of course. So a couple questions here on the internship experience. First, in your opinion, why should students seek out internship opportunities?
Yeah, there are so many reasons I could go into in the value of internships. I think for me, the two biggest, the first is you get to test drive your career, test out you think you want to do after you graduate. I know I have so many students who after their internship come back and are like, this is it. I loved it. I can't wait to go into this. But I have just as many that come back and say, you know what? It's not what I thought it was, or I'm actually passionate about. And knowing very early on what it is you want to do is so valuable. The second, I think, is networking. It's really important early on in your career to know others in your industry, to learn from others. And so doing an internship, meeting other people in your industry, I think is really valuable.
Absolutely, agreed. So when a student is in their internship experience, what advice can you give them to maybe go above and beyond their typical job, day-to-day job responsibilities?
Yeah, that's great. I think what's most important is to put your all into every task you're given, right? Even if it's a task that might not excite you or might not be what you thought you were going to do, put your effort there, be passionate about it. If you don't understand what's being asked of you, ask clarifying questions so you know what your supervisor defines as success.
Absolutely. Last question for you. Let's say a student, finds themselves in an internship experience and maybe what they're doing isn't challenging enough, right? Or they want to kind of do more. What approach can they take to potentially take on more responsibility?
Yeah, that's great. So like I said, the first step is getting to know what's expected of you and really putting your all there. Once you feel like you've accomplished that, you feel like there's more you want to do, I think there are two important things, which are goals and communication. So making sure that you have clear goals of what is it that you want to get out of this experience. If there's a part of the team that you think what they're doing is really interesting and you want to get involved, right? Know that that's what you want to do and why you want to do it. And once you have those, the next is communication. So clearly communicate with your supervisor. What are your goals? What are you trying to get out of this? What are your interests, your challenges? And having that open communication with your supervisor, I think, is so important if you are looking to add on or to get involved in something else at your office.
Absolutely, agreed. Mari, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to have this conversation. And who knows, maybe we'll see you as a future guest in a future episode.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks to Mari for her time and expertise today. Our next guest is Michael True, recognized as an internship expert, both in the US and internationally. As an example, during the spring of 2020, he spoke to over 3,000 professional internship colleagues in over 30 countries. His book and other materials can be found on his website, interncube.com, and that is internqube.com. Mike, what a pleasure. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes to have a conversation with us today.
You bet. Thanks for inviting me, Joe. I appreciate it.
Of course. So we're talking about internships. A couple questions for you. The first one, why should students seek out internship opportunities?
Yeah, good question. Well, nothing is going to benefit a student more as they begin their career than 2 or 3 high-quality internships. They'll help build personal and professional skills. And for many of them, they can earn money in the process of that. employers, when they look at a student's resume, want to see that they've had practical career-related experience. And no better way than, of course, to do it as an internship. And for the students' sake, by doing them under the auspices of Salem State, they protect themselves legally and have someone to whom they can appeal for help or guidance.
Absolutely, agreed. Next question for you. So what advice can you give to a student who maybe wants to go above and beyond the day-to-day job responsibilities of their internship?
Well, kudos for those that want to do that, first of all. But first, you need to find out what's normal or average work, what that means to your supervisor. And then second, ask the supervisor what an exceptional employee looks like. Third, you want to excel in your areas of strength while working to improve your weaknesses. And then I would add, you really need to work, one of the areas that you need to work on is your communication skills, especially in a remote or virtual experience. And that's come up as an issue that is being seen in various surveys that are being conducted from this past spring as well as this summer, the summer of 2020. So work on communication skills. And if any student is seeking a virtual international internship, I would recommend they go to an organization like virtualinternships.com. They're a great program.
Good to know. Final question for you. Let's say a student finds themselves in an internship experience, maybe not quite what they thought it was going to be, maybe not getting challenged enough. How do they approach that situation potentially with a supervisor or a higher up?
Yeah. So first of all, you need to make sure that you're fulfilling your current responsibilities with care, attention to detail, and timeliness. Then, after you've kind of proven yourself for the first half of your internship, some students may want to approach their supervisor prior to that, but I would say wait till that midpoint of the internship and then ask for a midterm review of your performance. And during that meeting, ask your supervisor, if you agree that I've successfully fulfilled my current responsibilities, I would like to seek out more challenging tasks. What could we work out that I could kind of move forward and take on a new level of responsibility?
Great advice. Again, Mike, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to have a conversation with us today. We truly appreciate it. I know our students will too.
Great. Thank you so much, Joe. And I wish
My
the
pleasure.
best.
Yeah, and maybe maybe we'll have you on again as a future guest in a future episode.
Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Special thanks to Mike too for his time and expertise today. If you'd like to further the conversation around internships, please go ahead and do so through an appointment. You can schedule via your Handshake account by calling us at 978-542-6406 or by emailing career@salemstate.edu. Also, don't forget, check out our resources on our website, salemstate.edu/careers. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.